wellness, fashion, music, and art, and that will be the definition of what alt world is. But of course, there are a lot more details that we need to know about it. You're welcome to Unpack, and today's conversation is going to be with a lady and two gentlemen. So let me just run you through what their names are and then also their designations as well. I have sitting right opposite me Naomi Andrews, who is the founder of Alt World. To my immediate right, I have Frank Sechere, who is the programs coordinator, Upskill It Ghana, or Upcycle It Ghana, I beg your pardon. And then we have Titus Doku, a representative from the Kant Upcycle Association. Upscaling and upcycling are one and the same thing, so it's okay if I mix it up just a little bit, okay? But just for branding purposes, I have to correct that. Welcome, gentlemen and lady.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Pleasure.
Good?
Pleasure.
Okay, it's good to have you here. I always say that when I'm about to have any conversation on fashion, style, and then also thrifting and upcycling or upscaling, is just, it's a joy for me as well because I love to do that. So yeah, let's get all into alt world and then specifically the fashion space. Tell me more about it, Naomi.
Thank you so much again for having us on the show. And yeah, Alt World is a creative agency. We are based in London. However, we really do have a key love for Accra. The brand was founded here, and what we really want to do is spotlight creatives, especially within fashion. And this year we have a reset event, which is a bit different to our last event last year, which was a nice takeover at Polo. But the reset is really about ensuring creatives enter into 2025 properly. Everyone, when you come to Ghana, you think Dirty December, enjoyment, just having fun. But what about the creatives that are left here who actually want to learn and actually jumpstart their fashion career?
Yeah.
So the reset helps you do that. So we have 3 zones, which is exciting. I don't know if I'm going ahead.
So this year's theme is the reset, right?
Yeah, the reset.
So what are we resetting and why the need to reset?
I don't know for you guys, but 2024 really flogged me, and it flogged a lot of creatives as well. Would
you want to get a little into that?
I will. Okay. I think with the whole economic crisis and running an NGO, it's quite difficult. And I think with having a love for sustainability and helping emerging creatives, sometimes you feel like you need to compromise, especially when money's on the table. However, one thing is that I did stick to my guns and came back this year to run another event to help empower the next gen. And the reset, everyone needs a reset. Like, it's all well and good coming to Accra, having an event, being another brand coming in, but actually not helping the creatives here. So the reset is a nice event to help people to really go home with something and learn and really jumpstart their career.
And it's also rightfully at the beginning of the year.
Right.
So everybody's resetting, whether you like it or not,
exactly,
right? Physically, mentally, financially, economically, politically, right? So it's only right to do that. But you did mention sustainability. So I'm going to ask Frank and Titus what sustainable fashion is for those who don't know, because we hear so much. Everyone is inching towards sustainable fashion, right? And it being the way to go and all of that. So yes, just practically and theoretically what it means.
Okay, so currently in Ghana, about 780 million tons of garments are imported into the country. And you may know that it's not all of them that are being sold. So they end up at our landfills. So what we intend to do when we talk about sustainable fashion, we are trying to find ways to sort of upcycle all these textile waste, the ones we buy and we do not want to wear anymore. Ordinarily, we would like to donate, but there are other ways that you can turn them into something useful. So you can repurpose it into tote bags. You can use it for your shoes, like what I'm wearing.
I think that Frank is wearing head to toe.
So all these
upcycled stuff, head to toe, and it's nice. I do like it.
Ordinarily, all these would have ended up at the landfills, which is not good for our environment. It's not good for the lives in the sea. So sustainable fashion is basically you repurposing your textile, your clothes, and then your textiles to make it more useful.
Titus, would you want to add to what Frank has said?
Yeah, just as he has said, I mean, it's also become like a trend, like, so people are really jumping on but have no like knowledge or
That's
idea,
why I want people to get into it.
About it. It's become a thing now. I always say that we as Ghanaians, we've always been sustainable. Our lifestyle have always been sustainable from like, so we are talking about fashion, you know, at a point or when you were growing up, you see that our print fabrics, like when your mother sews a fabric and she has like a extra one, she doesn't throw it away. She will not joins it, or let's say you are like an elderly sister and then you have an outfit that you've outgrown, they give it to like your younger. So this has been our lifestyle, but now it's a thing that we all have to jump on because of like fast fashion from the West. The West is like every now and then you wake up, you sleep, there is a new trend.
Every single day
there is something else going on, and then I feel like they see us here as like the dump where they can come and dump the things they don't want anymore because like they are doing things like so then the things are coming to us. What do we do with it? So we need to like jump up and upcycle. Upcycle them.
Now let's talk about fast fashion and sustainable fashion just for a little bit, okay? Because I understand that everybody wants to, or most people want to wear the newest trend of clothes and you know, things that fall in line with their fashion and style and all of that. Some people don't mind, and so they would, you know, go thrifting and upcycle and then do their alterations and all of that, right? If you have to do the comparison, because if we are unable to, someone will argue that if you are unable to take in more stuff in the name of fast fashion, you won't be able to do your sustainable fashion. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's because of fast fashion that we have sustainable fashion.
Absolutely.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. I actually wanted to touch on that as well, because sustainable fashion is, and sustainability within fashion goes deeper than even just like the ecosystem and environment. It also affects style. We're currently living in such a microwave era with fashion where there's a new trend every single day. And unfortunately, we're seeing that from a stylist perspective, and I'd love to hand over to you because you are a stylist as well. There is such copy and paste of every style. There's no individuality or uniqueness. So outside of the deeper purpose of sustainability, which is obviously for the environment and ensuring that, you know, we don't pollute it, it's also a nice way to have your own unique sense of style. And one thing I like, which kind of ties to the event, is we are going to be inviting some people who more likely will wear fast fashion, but can get the awareness and knowledge on sustainability. That you can look fly whilst being sustainable and while saving the planet as well.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. But I'm going to keep coming to Titus and Frank a lot when it comes to, you know, the fashion and the thrifting, because that's what you people are into heavily, right? With sustainable fashion, do you think that Ghanaians have accepted that fully? Because I think that for those who also champion sustainable fashion a lot, they are boxed and said these are the alternative people, or the people who have accepted it are now seen as people who are weird or are championing a certain level of trend, you know, which is odd. Do you understand what I'm saying? 100%. Once you start to not look like the regular because you've combined a lot of other things, and people start to look at you like, what's he wearing? What's she wearing? You know.
What's your thoughts on that?
For Frank and Titus.
Yeah, so I feel like, I get the point you're saying. So mostly also when we talk about like sustainable fashion, people are looking at like streetwear and denim, like denim, they want to see denim. So when I go for like pop-ups as a upcycle brand, and I don't do denim, I don't upcycle denim. So this is what I do. I do natural tie and dye. I don't use like chemical dyes, and that's sustainable. So when you talk about sustainable fashion, it's not just about upcycling, it's about slow fashion, it's about paying your workers well, it's about using materials that don't harm the environment. So there are so many other elements of sustainable fashion. So it's not just about like the streetwear or like the street stars you're saying, like black hole. Sometimes I do dress like that. So I mean, that's the reason why you have to be at the event. So you're gonna see other like aspects of sustainable fashion. So it's not just streetwear. You're gonna see fashion made out of curtains, and it's something you can like use for your wedding or your engagement.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's creative.
Yeah.
Okay, that's creative.
And then also the aspects that you're talking about where people don't accept it. I remember I went for a pop-up and then I was trying to like sell my product to someone. I was like, it's sustainable, and he's like, okay, so is that my thing for selling? I'm like, no, but before it's a plus. I'm doing something to help the environment. So yeah, I have to be proud of it, and then let you know it's sustainable fashion. Yeah, so it's like Ghanaians are like obroni wewu, like it's second hand. Why should I don't know if you get
that.
it.
Yeah,
that's what
totally.
like people are really struggling
to
accept, and also the price. Now, if you buy thrift is thrift. Nothing has been done to it. No value has been added to it. It's just as you saw it, that's how you're going to get it. But when it comes to like sustainable fashion, upcycled fashion, so this is from lace and this from a different shirt. And this shirt wasn't like this. I have to like, it was stained, so I have to dye it on this side. And then this part was torn, so I have to replace it with lace. And it takes a lot of time to like whatever, dismantle and put together. So it means if it was thrift, so if let's say about 5 CDs from thrift, after I've added all this value to it, for it to
become maybe 30 CDs.
Yeah, like roughly 30 CDs. So when people come and they hear like, oh, upcycled or can't, they are expecting to get like the same prices like the thrift. But no, when you come,
it's not the same.
The value will be
all Titus is trying to say is that upcycle and sustainable fashion, it costs.
Yeah.
Frank,
I
mean, also, it's just unfortunate, you know, the past happenings in Kantamanto. Okay, that's one of the biggest thrift markets that we have in Africa and even in Ghana. Okay, so the impact of the burn down of this market where you people also trade, how has that been for you? What are some of the things that you people have been doing to help, you know, the traders and even yourselves as well? Because I think that you also feel the impacts really strongly and heavily, right? And then Naomi, I'll come to you on that question as well. The plans to help the people in Kantamanto to rebuild.
So it has really been devastating because a day before the fire outbreak, I was there. I was at our shop. We have a shop there that hosts about 82 upcyclists. Yeah. And so a day before I was there, and then just at dawn I was called by my boss that their place is getting burned. That's not the first time Kantamanto is being burned, but the rate at which it happened this year, it was very, very intense. I mean, everything, it means all the years of their hard work, their source of livelihood, it has all been bent into ashes. So it's really, really heartbreaking. So I'm happy that at this event, there'll be a session that will sort of raise funds for these people. Yeah.
Okay. Titus, how has that been for you as well? Because, I mean, you are doing business in Kantamanto as well. Even if, and the if is in caps, okay? Even if you don't have a shop there, that's somewhere you go to get your stuff, to do your fashion pieces and all of that.
Yeah, it's been hard. Like, it's been sad as well. Like, and then as part of the association and having to know that some of the members have gone to such thing, it's been very hard. And as I explained, it's expensive. So the things we have in the shops, they are not just thrifted, they've been upcycled. We've used our money to add value to them, and like the whole shop has been bent down.
It's crazy. And I can only say sorry for the loss. Hopefully things get back up bigger and better, because also what the ripple effect of this is not just for the traders, right? It's for, or not just for the traders who have their stores or their shops there. It's for that person who does retail, right? For that Instagram store that goes there to get their stuff to sell, okay? The younger girls, the younger guys who are heavily into thrift businesses. It's for the consumers as well, who just don't have any other option or don't have the money enough to buy more expensive clothes and so go there to shop. So I think that, you know, the impact is really vast, right? It covers a lot of ground. So fingers crossed, let's just hope that everything goes well. But Alt World is on the 10th of January.
Yes.
What are plans to raise funds for these people? And I appreciate that a lot of other people have started raising funds and contributing to the victims. But for Alt World as well, what would it be for you?
Yeah, well, as we are an event-based agency, we want to make sure that everything we do is live and interactive. So at the event, we're going to have an installation for Upcycling Ghana that's going to basically be a live fundraiser for everyone in the event and also all ongoers to be able to, number one, learn about Upcycling Ghana, donate money, and all the proceedings also from the event, from a pop-up perspective, are going to be donated over. So that's a really fun way of supporting, because it's one thing coming into Ghana and just shopping and just having fun, but then there's a deeper issue, which is the fact that lives were nearly lost and also businesses were lost as well. So we want to be able to empower through a live workshop and live fundraiser.
Okay. Now getting deeper into the events, I see that it's happening at Treehouse.
Yes.
And then you have a day session.
Yes.
And then an evening session.
Yes.
Okay. So take us through what the sessions are going to be like.
Fabulous. So again, in line with the word reset, we have 3 zones. The wellness zone, which focuses on really realigning yourself and stepping into 2025 in a perfect way. It's going to be frontlined by a brand called Hot Girl Wellness, which has Effia Nocturnal involved and also Ashley Okoli. So they're going to be doing some yoga, just some well-being activities. It's all on the fly. I don't want to speak too much, but it's going to be really fun. And then the next zone, again, is the style zone, which, you know, this is where the sustainable and upcycling team come in, where there's going to be vendors that are going to be selling their clothes and also a live exhibition. Last year, we had more of a runway showcase, but this year we're having more of a fashion presentation so that people can, okay, we see the sustainable brands, let's see how it looks on. So we've got some models and mannequins that will be able to
start the stuff.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so you really tap into what's going on and into also Ghanaian creativity and designers. And then the last zone is the knowledge zone. So again, it's all fun and well coming to an event and having fun, but if you are a creative that wants to know and take your brand to the next level, we have 3 creative agencies that will be there. Crux Global Agency based in Ghana, Complex Academy, and also the Sadio Group in America. And they tap into all elements of creativity. So again, they have a workshop station where you can come in and just get some information and some speed mentorship as well.
And of course, Three Music is aboard as
the
media
official
partners.
As
so
always.
You know that we are going to be there. Really, really important. Now, let me also just ask you, Naomi, because you've done this breakdown into the different sessions and all of that, what excites you the most?
Ooh. Honestly, I'm going to be so boring, but seeing it all come together. Because seeing it all come together, because I think when it comes to immersive events where there's different elements, it always is like how, but we know it's going to be perfect and it's just going to make a lot of sense. And I can't wait to be able to, you know, provide an event that actually helps to empower creatives rather than just a day out or like a party. I think that's what brings me a lot of fulfillment. And I can't wait to really see the upcycling. I really want to see like how you guys do what you do, and being able to have that live workshop and, you know, with a purpose where we're also giving back brings me a lot of fulfillment too.
Is there a plan for a post-event you know, workshop or something? Because I understand that you're doing it for the creators, right?
Yes.
But after the event, you know, there has to be another event, right?
Of course.
Also, I'm saying this because now that will be a more reflective event for you, where you're looking at the impact of the event, or you're looking at the pros and the cons, what to do to further help these creatives. So it's not just like a one-day event where it's done, and so every creative, whether you are doing or you're championing wellness or fashion or creativity or music or the arts, then that's it, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy you asked that question because we actually do.
Okay.
So our mixer is powered by Art Accra District. Okay. And they focus on workshops to empower the next generation of creatives. But we've been able to strike a partnership on a monthly basis at Treehouse, where you'll be able to have workshops with different creatives from Ghana and also diaspora individuals who will be flying in to provide, free workshops to creatives. So similar to what you said, I think that was the theme for last year. Like we did such a good event, but then 12 months later, there was nothing.
Exactly.
So we don't want to do that. We actually want to come into Ghana and help to empower on an NGO basis as much as we can with the economic crisis that we're in as well. So yeah, that's the plan. So big up Art District for helping us with that.
Right. That's great. Sounds really good. Is the event free? If not, where can we get tickets for those who want to attend and immerse themselves in the experience of what this event is?
Perfect. So the event is free for 24 hours. So for a speed marketing, you can RSVP on our link in our bio. Instagram is We Are Altworld, and also on Accra Art District, the link to the event is there. However, from tomorrow we will be ticketing the event again, as we're going to be allocating some funds over for a better cause.
For then?
150 cities.
So for those who are unable to RSVP,
yes,
that means that they surely need to pay some amount of money. But are tickets available, physical tickets at the venue?
Yeah, there are going to be tickets at the venue as well, because I know everything's kind of last minute, so you'll be able to buy a ticket too.
At the venue?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before I let you all go, for Titus and Frank, for those who want to find you on social media, what handles do they find you on?
Okay, so we are Upcycle Ghana on all social media platforms. Yeah.
Upcycle Ghana. Yeah. Okay. Titus?
Yeah, since I'm representing the association, I'm going to give the association's Instagram handle. So it's Cantamanto_upcyclers.
Okay, Cantamanto_upcyclers.
Yeah.
All right. And Naomi? And for Altworld? Yes. Or for you?
No, Altworld strictly.
So for Altworld.
We are Altworld on Instagram, so WE are Altworld.
Okay. That's great. I'm looking forward to it. It's on Friday, and so
I was going to ask, are you going to be there?
I'll try and come by. I'll try my best. I should, because I just want to see how everything plays out. Maybe not early during the day, but let's see. Because I see that it ends as late as 11, right?
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes.
No, it ends at 5, but then there is a mixer that's
that's what I'm talking about.
Perfect.
The end of the whole event will be late in the night, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's see. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's see how that goes.
Right, but we don't want you to miss the
upscaling the key event. We were seeing the rings on me. We're seeing the rings.
Friday is a weekday. It's a working week.
So we'll save some pieces for you. We'll save some pieces for you as well.
Now we want me to be there. But let's see, fingers crossed. I'll come through. I'll come through. Thank you, Frank, Titus, and Naomi,
for
having
so
this conversation with me. And also, I hope that whatever vision you have for the event on Friday, it's able to come to life, and then you're able to fully ace it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, now we've been talking fashion, arts, music. This all falls under Altworld, happening on the 10th of October. It is on Friday, so yes, whether you can be there throughout the day or at night, you can make it to Treehouse, located in Laboni, and I'm sure that you will have a good time. This has been Unpacking. My name is Lernie Lomote.